It's so goddamn cold. It was like 1 degree last night. Hello everybody, and welcome to the first video where I actually do something on my car rather than just show it off. And today we're just doing a basic filter change, oil change, and I want to have a look at this mysterious knocking noise that's happening underneath the car, which I'm pretty sure I know what it is, but it's so goddamn cold. Obviously the first thing I need to do, jack it up, but you've probably seen that a million times in plenty of other videos, or you know how to do it yourself, so I'm just going to time lapse that. It'll make it easier for me to film and faster for you to watch. Sucks working on it, because that's when you really notice everything that's wrong, and it all just looks expensive. Everything's expensive, including this dicky latch that takes 2 pulls. So the thing is as well, it's always one of 3 things. It's either expensive, a pain in the ass, or an expensive pain in the ass. One of the best things that I think I've found about the Toyota Supra, I don't know if it's the same with the twin turbo model, but with the NA, the filter is just in here. I don't know if you can see it, but it's literally just in there, and I can get to it from the top. I just pull a couple of these sensor cables out of the way. I'm assuming they're sensor cables, and some of this other headlight wiring stuff out of the way, and I can pull the filter out from the top, which makes it heaps easier, so I don't have to worry about doing it from underneath. Okay, so the filter is actually way up there, and there isn't much space that we can actually get to. Even on this side, there's not much space either, so it's easier to get the filter from the top, and then doing this drain plug from underneath. Now, what was the rattling while I'm under here? Ah, there it is, a rattling culprit. Loose bolt. Well, that makes it easier. I actually thought this bracket might have been broken, and it was rattling back and forth, and that I had to make a whole new one. But no, that makes it so much easier. It's just the exhaust bolt. Yeah, yeet. Nice. From what I can remember, it's a 13. I hope it is. It's a 14. God damn it. Oh, nice. Now while that's going, let's go up. Okay, so I quickly just jumped up and chucked the plug here. Anybody that hasn't done a service before, you want to check 2 things. One is that there's no metal filings on the end of this plug, because generally it's actually magnetic, and there's not. That's good. And the second one is that this gasket here, that I can't get off with one hand, but this gasket piece on here is still intact and it's not completely crushed or flaking or faded or anything. And yeah, that's good to go. But the filter is just down here. And the problem is when we take it off, all the oil is going to spill out because the filter's on a 45-degree angle. It's not actually straight up and down, which means it usually falls onto the cross member underneath. What I'll try and do is get it off as fast as possible. Yeah, there it goes. And then up. Out. This piece. Here. There we go. Alright. Now we've got oil over everything. So I'm actually going to chuck, this is the old filter obviously, and the new one's still in the packet. But before I go doing that and getting that ready, I'm going to chuck this back in. Okay, so this is our old filter, still disgusting, and a new filter. New filter is exactly the same number. It's the same brand. You don't need the same brand, but I get the same brand just because I like this one. Now, when you're installing the new filter, you want to make sure that this rubber seal here is greased before you install it, and this is what creates the seal, so that the oil doesn't come out. And this is why it only needs to be hand tight. So usually all I do is just get a bit of the old oil and run it around that seal. That's all it needs. Then that is good to go in. So our filter's still got the oil around the seal, and we just need to get it down there again. And then onto that thread. Sweet. Okay. I mean, it's probably not good, but I've forgotten how much to put in the engine. Nothing yet. It's just come on the dipstick now. It's about a third of the way up. So we'll put some more in. That should be good. Cool. It's just at the top of the dipstick there, and that's perfect. So stick the cap back on, start it up, and we'll see how it goes. Okay, so everything's pretty much done. I'm going to leave it jacked up, and all the tools out and everything, give it a start, let it warm up a little bit, let the oil splash around and fill out all the gaps or whatever, and basically run its systems for a little bit, and then I will check the level again, turn it off and check the level again, make sure we're all good, and then go from there. All I'm looking for is oil in under the filter and any oil spilt on the mat underneath to make sure I've tightened everything up 100%. Okay, it's too dark and miserable and cold tonight, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pack up all of this and get it all out of the way and get it done tonight, just off camera, just so I can get it done. It's too cold, and then I will come back in the morning and run everything through again and finish off some other stuff that I need to do. So I'll see you tomorrow.